Towanna Murphy Show. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Towanna Murphy Show. That's what's up. Towanna Murphy Show.
That's what's up. The Towanna Murphy Show.
In the last 4 years, you've seen the true colors of everybody that didn't like us. So I'm not going to say names right now. But only thing I'm going to say is, you better hope your ass don't get in trouble. And you need Murphy to get you out of it.
That's what's up. The Towanna Murphy Show. When you got to tune in, want the real in your host. What's going on, man? She knows the most. Memphis and Mid-South, tune in, cause the diva is on.
That's what's up, what's up.
And good evening. You watch the Towanna Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 31, Comcast 17, and Jackson, Mississippi, Comcast 98. You can also watch the show live on Roku channel 174, on Amazon Prime, and all the other digital outlets. Good evening to everybody. Today was a beautiful day, y'all. I have enjoyed the weather. It is beautiful outside, but of course we all know it's getting ready to storm in a minute. They say it should be coming in around 10-ish, 11 o'clock, something like that. It should be coming in, but for the most half, it has been a beautiful day today. Of course, we are still in a pandemic. We still haven't got past it, but we're getting better. I will say that. We are getting better. They have now opened up the vaccines to 16 and up. Anybody can come and take you don't have to make an appointment. You can actually just go in and take the vaccine if you want the vaccine. You can actually just go and take it if you want the vaccine right now. I suggest that everybody just go and take the vaccine. It is easier for us. We can then move on with our lives. We don't have to be so skeptical of everything if everybody just does do their part. And I know a lot of people are still skeptical about the shot because people get on Facebook with these lies and their face swell up, and some person died a week later because after they had the vaccine. You know, it's all kind of foolishness that's going on right now out there about the vaccine. So I'm just encouraging you to go get the vaccine. I've gotten my vaccines. My whole family has gotten vaccinated. And we find the only thing I had, like I said previously in one of my other shows, the only thing I've had was a sore arm. And my second shot, it made me sleepy, so I slept half of the day. But other than that, I didn't have any problems. What I did with my mom and my daughter, what I did was once we took the shot, about 20 minutes later, after we set the 15 minutes, right after the 15 minutes, I gave them a Tylenol so that, you know, if they had anything or any allergic reactions, then it would immediately resolve itself after I gave them a Tylenol. But I suggest that everybody just go get your vaccine. Go get the shot. Just go get the shot. If you go get the shot, we'll be fine. Just go get the shot so we can get back on track. Of course, school is starting back. In-class learning is starting back on Monday, April 12th. Ethan is going back to school. In-person learning, he is going to go back to school. I have, just prayed over him and tell God to watch over him, and he gonna go back to school just like all the other kids. So he's just gonna go back because kids need that interaction. So school start back, in-person school start back on Monday. Sometime we just gotta take a chance and just do what we have to do and just to get some kind of normalcy. And that helps our kids mentally. Because remember, our kids are going through some mental stuff right now because they've been locked down for a whole year. So mentally, they're going through some things. And we have to be their parents. We still have to do things to keep their minds going. So I suggest that you go ahead and send your kids back to school. I'm sending Ethan back to school. He's getting up out of my house on Monday morning. Now, I'm getting him out of there. So I just suggest that you go ahead and get your vaccines, get vaccinated, and let's keep it moving. And of course, people say they have long-term symptoms. It is what it is. I say it like this. We take everything else. We don't know what's in half of them shots that we have been taking all of these years. We don't know what's in half of those shots, that we take. We don't look up no ingredients. We just know it's supposed to work for certain things. So guess what we gonna do? We gonna take the shot because it's supposed to work for certain stuff. So hey, it is what it is. Let's just take the shot and keep going. That's it. Let's just take it and keep it moving. And whatever the side effects is, we just deal with the side effects. Of course, some people may have side effects. Some people won't have side effects. But that comes with anything you take. Let's just be honest. It comes with anything that you take. If you take a Tylenol, some of y'all may be allergic to Tylenol. Some of y'all may be allergic to ibuprofen. Some of y'all may be allergic to anything that's over the counter. So whatever you do or whatever you take is always a side effect to anything. So we're making this harder than what it should be. We're just making it harder. That's it. We're making things harder than what it should be. That's what we are. Sorry for the interruption, y'all. That's what we are. We make things harder than what it should be. Anything we do, anything we take, it is a side effect to everything you do. And y'all got to be mindful of that. I need y'all to be mindful of that. Also, I am taking signups for Project Let's Read. Many of y'all already know that I have a reading program that I do every summer. I do a reading program, and the reading program is from 1st to 5th grade. The reading program is from 1st to 5th grade. Sign-ups, you can sign up. You can email me, or you can call me on my phone, or you can inbox me if you want to sign your child up. It's 2 days a week in Memphis. In Memphis, it is Monday and Wednesdays from 10 to 1 p.m. 10 to 1. We only taking 25 kids. Due to COVID, I can only take 25 kids. So we have to still keep our kids safe. So only 25 kids that I can take. That's it. So I am taking sign-ups the 1st of May for Project Let's Read for the Memphis campus. Memphis campus is Monday and Wednesday from 10 to 1 p.m. We will give them a snack. We will feed them also. And in West Memphis, it is from 10 to 1 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Same thing there. We will feed them while they are with me for those 3 hours of learning. And it is going to be learning. We're learning from scratch. And what I want to do with all of the kids that I will be teaching throughout the summer, I suggest that the parents take their electronics. No electronics are to come into my classroom for those 3 hours. I don't want to see any electronics because they can't learn if they have electronics in its own, because they're looking down, trying to do what's ever going on their electronics versus paying attention to what I'm teaching. So I'm asking all parents to leave their kids' electronics at home. Electronics is not to come into my classroom this summer, but it is a summer learning camp. And many of us know, I always stress the fact that many of us know that our children, before the pandemic, 68% of our children could not read by the time they got to the 2nd grade. And now that they've been out of school a whole year, now it's probably up to 80% of our children cannot read or write, because they can't even write because they got those computers. They play with those computers, so they can't even do a simple penmanship. So all of that will be taught throughout my summer program. And I just wanted to specify that if you would like to sign your child up from 1st grade to 5th grade, if you would like to sign your child up for the summer program, you can inbox me on my Facebook page. You can text me. You can call me, because I always give my number out, 901-437-2717. And we'll take care of it that way. But everything will be provided to them. T-shirts will be provided, so I pay for them out of my own pocket, so they will be provided to the kids as well. They are expected to wear those shirts every time they come to class this summer, so that we won't single out any kids. So if some kids don't have, everyday clothes to wear, then guess what? They got one T-shirt to wear, and whatever kind of bottoms they want to wear with it, that's fine. So we're going to keep it simple so that we won't X out anybody for the summer program. And if you would like to sign up for Project Let's Read, or donate books, or we need not tablets, we need those little notepads. So I need notepads, I need pencils and pencils, I would say pencils so they can erase. So I need pencils, paper for the Memphis campus, pencils, paper, books, things of that nature. And then we'll just work from there, and I can work with what I have once I got it. Some of the stuff I am purchasing myself, so we'll work from there. Sad news, DMX. DMX has passed away. Okay. Just one part, there we go. DMX has passed away. Many of us, I was a DMX fan, and I know many of you guys was a DMX fan, so we send our condolences out to DMX family. And from my understanding, from what I read, it was an overdose. Then somebody else said it was something else. It is what it is. Of course, they'll say, well, it wasn't an overdose, it was this, it was that. Whatever it was, he died. He died. Whatever they said it was, he died from it. So from what we got in the first beginning of the story with DMX is that he overdosed on, he's an OD. And brain had no activity for a few days. And after which his family had to make a decision on whether they wanted to pull the plug on him or not. So I guess they went on and pulled the plug this morning. And so we got the news this morning that DMX passed away. So we send our condolences to the family. Before I go into my commercial break, y'all, we got to talk about verses. We know I seen verses. Everybody's seen verses. And when I tell y'all this was the best verses that I have ever seen between Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers, it was the best verses that I had seen. Now that perm from Earth, Wind, and Fire, but that perm was working me all night. He had some pearls on too, but that perm was working me. That perm was where I said, "Oh Lord, this perm is working me and them pearls. It is working me." But that's how them old cats did it back in the day. Back in the day, them old cats had perms and it was dripping, and they was just working their little old perms. So he's still old school. He ain't trying to flip it up. He was just old school with that perm on. Y'all, some of y'all can't see it on Facebook Live, but I'll go back and share the story so y'all can see that the screen and everything was going on the TV screen. But y'all, I want y'all to know that was the best verses that I have ever seen in my life. I thought I was going to get pregnant watching verses. Watching verses Sunday night, y'all. I said I'm going to get pregnant watching this, baby, because they was doing it. But out of the verses between the Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire, y'all know who took the show? Ron Isley, baby. Ron Isley took the show, baby, fine as ever. He done got old and fine. I want y'all to know he was old and fine, and I said it too. I don't care what y'all say. I said it. I said, baby, he can get it. He almost 80 and he can get it, baby. He fine. 76? Fine as wine. He's 76 years old. He married a 44-year-old woman, but baby, fine as wine. Baby, Ron Isley was fine, baby. I said, well, I'm going to get pregnant just watching this doggone verses, baby, because that's the kind of music that you want to hear. That's the kind of music that you're used to. Baby, they're going to take you in. Baby, wait, Ron, this. The Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire, baby, when I tell y'all they did it. They did it. That was the best. In fact, they can just shut the verses down. Because that one right there, that took the cake of all the verses that I've seen since the pandemic. That was the best. That was the best one. Old school. Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers, baby, and Ron took the cake because he just plain fine. He fine, y'all. I want y'all to know he fine. He fine, baby. I told everybody out there he just fine. Heidi down on top of me. Just plain fine. I want y'all to know he fine. Woo! He fine though. Baby, he still got it at 76 years old. Ron Isley still got it. He was fine. I want y'all to know he was fine. I got to get ready to go to commercial break, but I had to bring that up. Because, baby, that took all of us in, baby. Ron took us all in, baby. I said, baby, I'm telling y'all, I was looking at the doggone screen like this. I said, Lord, have mercy, he fine. Lord, look at Ron. Lord. Oh, Lord. Baby, don't cry. Ahoy. He was fine. I want y'all to know he was fine. Woo! Get yourself together, Murphy. Woosah. After woosah, y'all got to woosah for a minute. Woosah, woosah. Y'all, I got to take a commercial break, but when I come back from this commercial break, baby, fine. When I come back from this commercial break, we are going to jump into the subject of Gerald asked the mechanic and why he is still laying in the morgue. Also, we had 4 juveniles that were shot last night in Memphis. We're going to touch on that as well. We're also going to touch on the blight situation that we are dealing with Waste Pro and more. You're watching the Towanna Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 31, 17, and in Jackson, Mississippi, Comcast 98. You can also watch the show live right now on Roku channel 174. Remember, news is news, facts is facts. Miss Ruby sung the blues, and Towanna gonna bring you the news. I'll be right back right after this.
Towanna Murphy.
First, wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds or use hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Put your face mask over your nose and mouth and secure it under your chin. If the mask has loops, hook them around your ears. If it has ties, Secure them at the base of your neck and crown of your head. Make sure you can breathe easily. Remove your mask carefully. Untie the straps or unhook the loops from your ears and pull the mask away from your face without touching the front of your mask. Don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth when taking off your mask. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds immediately after removing your mask, or use hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Learn more.
Roku channel 174. Listen, if you would like to advertise or sponsor the Towanna Murphy Show, you can call me directly at 901-437-2717. That is 901-437-2717 if you would like to advertise or sponsor the Towanna Murphy Show. And of course, we got reasonable prices over here, y'all. I ain't gonna bust your head with prices like some people do. I'm not gonna bust your head with prices, but I'll guarantee you, you're gonna have a quality commercial. And if we gotta shoot it, it's definitely gonna be a quality commercial. So we suggest, if you advertise with a sister, 901-437-2717, 901-437-2717. And I just want to jump back in here right now, and we're gonna jump into Gerald Asked the Mechanic. Of course, Gerald Asked the Mechanic was murdered, and I'm going to say murdered because that's what it was. He was murdered a month ago. However, Gerald Asked the Mechanic has not been laid to rest yet. In fact, he is still at the morgue. Now, he's still at the morgue because the family is battling over who will be responsible for the burial of Gerald Stewart. Now, we have the daughter that is battling, and then we have the family that is battling. Now, from what my understanding is, they gave them the okay to do the funeral, but they're still battling in courts. Who's going to do what? Who's going to take the estate? Who's going to do this? And from my understanding, because he's not married to Yolanda no more, my understanding is it's the oldest child who makes the decisions for the father or mother. In situations like this, it's always the oldest that makes the decisions for Gerald. But they're giving the oldest daughter a hard time because when I watched the news, she stated that she took the DNA test and it was 99.9995%. So she's definitely his oldest daughter. But of course, we will have that issue in that battle over Gerald Asked the Mechanic. And I say it doesn't take this long to figure out, where y'all gonna bury him? The man been laying in the morgue for a whole month. Gerald Asked the Mechanic been laying in the morgue for a whole month. I think he woke up dead. I'm sorry, he done woke up dead because he been laying there so long. Every time he wake up, he be like, I'm dead. He wake up, I'm dead. I'm sorry, I mean that. But yes, I did. But I'm just saying, he woke up dead. He been laying there so long. I don't understand for the life of me why families battle during times like this. Who gonna do this? Who gonna do this? At one point, y'all should need to come together and say, hey, okay, you're the daughter, you're the son, we the mama, we the daddy. This is what we need to do for now. And then we'll figure everything else out down the line. But to have this man still laying in the morgue for a whole month and y'all still haven't buried him, that's preposterous. I don't understand that. And I just think that families in times like this, y'all need to go back and make sure that things are handled properly when it comes to Gerald Stewart's funeral. He's still laying there. He shouldn't be laying there. They're going back and forth to court, back and forth to court. This doesn't make sense to me. Come together as a family, figure it out, work with it. If y'all can't, it's easy to do. And sometimes I don't understand why y'all can't do it because it's easy to do. As a family, all of y'all come together and say, okay, baby girl, you take this, you take this, you take this, we'll take this. If he didn't have a will, then y'all come together and make a conscious decision about who gonna take what, who gonna run what, who gonna do what. That's it. That's it. If he didn't have a will. So, with Gerald Stewart's murder, I seen a clip of the video. And when you watch a video, you look at a video several times and you're like, okay. Okay. But in this video, Gerald Asked the Mechanic barely stepped out of the truck before they start firing shots. He didn't get 3 steps out the truck before they start firing. which means they were waiting on Gerald to pull up. Now, this just Murphy talking. Gerald never leaves his house without his phone. That's number one. Gerald has insurance on everything in his building. He has insurance. So if somebody could steal something from Gerald got insurance, he can go right back and replace what was stolen from him. So what I'm not understanding is, how did Gerald leave without a phone? And he leave and get there before the police do. 9 times out of 10, Gerald will call the police first and say, somebody's breaking into my business. I'll meet you there. The story doesn't line up with what really happened and what I seen in that video. It really doesn't line up. It don't line up. When I tell y'all he got 3 steps out of that truck and they was busting. When I say they was busting, they was busting. It wasn't like he got out the car, had an argument with the bad guys. Like, man, you trying to break in my shop. He didn't have no argument. They didn't give him a chance to have an argument, because when he got out the truck, 1, 2, you step out, the second feet, the third feet, they was busting. So I say there's more to this story than what we are hearing or what we're seeing on social media or what was told on social media. His girlfriend said one thing. Okay, I've been knowing Gerald for years. Me and Gerald worked together. In fact, I trained Gerald in radio. Didn't nobody train Gerald? I trained Gerald. I trained Gerald from scratch. I'm the one trained him. So everything that Gerald knows in radio, I trained him. I showed him how to set up. I showed him how to load. I showed him how to use them boards. I showed him how to get to one screen to another. I trained Gerald from scratch. So I know Gerald more than his girlfriend know Gerald. Know why? Because I've been knowing Gerald some years. Years, maybe 10, 12 years. Of course, me and Gerald have had our battles. We've argued. I argue with everybody. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. Because I will argue. I argue with everybody. So I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. I will argue. You give me something to argue about, then damn it, I'm gonna argue with you. Bring it on. Because you want to argue, baby. I ain't got nothing better to do anyway. I'm gonna argue. Come on. I will argue with you. I don't care. Especially if I'm right, I'm gonna argue. If I'm wrong, I'm probably gonna argue too. Even though I'm wrong, I'm probably just gonna argue just for the sake of arguing. But I know Gerald. It's some funny business going on. Now, everybody asked me to call. Y'all can call. 901-244-6874. 901-244-6874. So y'all asked me to open the lines now. Open the lines for y'all. Y'all can call in. But something is fishy about the story where Gerald asked the mechanic. Oh, I did not open the lines. Hold on, Patricia. Let me make sure I try this, because is it *73? Okay. She put the number up on the screen for everybody who want to call us watching on the TV. 901-244-6874. That's 901-244-6874. I think the lines are open. You can try to call and see what happens. The lines are open. 901-244-6874. So, with this story with Gerald asked the mechanic, the story don't seem right. What she told, what happened, it don't seem right. I seen the clip of the video, and in the video, Gerald didn't get a chance to step out the truck. 3 steps. That's all he made was 3 steps. And the first one is when you open the door, you put the first foot out, then you put the second foot out, and then you kind of walk over so you can slide over to close the door. He didn't even get a chance to slide over, because when he took that 3rd step, they were shooting. My thing is this. He's been laying in the morgue too long. He's been laying in the morgue a whole month. That don't make sense, that he's still laying in the morgue for a whole month. It don't make sense to me. Because guess what? It's still causing more grief. They're still grieving. They don't have a chance to even get past grieving, because he's still laying here. He's still laying in the morgue. because they ain't have a chance to bury him and get and you know, kind of move on from there. But they can't move on because they're battling in court about who gonna do the funeral service, if they gonna cremate him, if they gonna bury him, who gonna take the estate, who gonna take the house, who gonna take the business, who gonna take this. It's always something in families when somebody dies. My thing is just come together, fix it, make it work. Fix it, make it work. Because regardless to how you see it, y'all still, all of y'all family, those are his kids, that's his mom and dad. Y'all need to all get along and figure out what y'all gonna do and go on and bury Gerald. And once y'all bury Gerald, then y'all can move on from there. Then figure out what y'all gonna do with the estate and all that other stuff that he got. You can figure out that then. But right now, get that man out the morgue. Get that brother out the morgue. Get him out. He been in there too long. It is time for him to come out of the morgue and y'all gonna bury that man. Now I know some folk that been okay, you know what? They better stop playing and go and bury that man. Some of y'all gonna wake up dead. I'm just telling y'all gonna wake up dead. I swear y'all gonna wake up dead because y'all playing. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much for this man's life. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. The lines are open. I don't know if I fixed it. T, try to call it and see if it's gonna ring. 901-244-6874. 901-244-6874. Because some people saying they trying to call, so I'm not sure. So I open the lines. Normally I don't open my lines because y'all know I could go. I normally don't open the lines, but I'm going to open the lines. If y'all want to call in and talk about it, you could. But that's the whole gist of what's going on with Gerald asked the mechanic. Again, something is not right. Okay, we ringing. Okay, I ain't gonna answer it. Okay, we ringing. So if you tried to call this, the lines are open now. I think I fixed it. So here's the thing. I had a question. Now this is my question with the story with Gerald asked the mechanic steward. Here's the question. How did the girlfriend know everything that was on that truck, on that car? She described the car to a T. How could she describe the car if she was just pulling up and he was laying there? Could she see everything? 4:30 in the morning, it's not even all the way light yet. I think it get light at 5:30. So it's not all the way light. At 4:30 in the morning, it's still kind of dark. So how could she describe the car to a T? Every detail of the car she described. So see, this is how I be thinking about it, y'all. Maybe you call me crazy or something, but I'm just trying to figure out if he left his phone with you and he rushed out and he got there, and when you got there, the car was pulling off, he was on the ground. He left before she did. Gerald drive fast. How could she get there that quick and see who was busting at him? I'm just saying. This is just me. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he left the phone and just rushed out the house, and she still had to slip on her clothes or slip on her coat or hat or whatever she had to do to bring him his phone. Gerald don't leave his phone. I'm just saying, he just never leaves his phone. That's like me. I will never leave my phone. I need my phone. But she got there and she described the whole car. Whole car. Something fishy about that. I'm just saying. It is something fishy about that and about that story. That's just me talking. It's me talking. I could be wrong. But from the way I'm looking at the story, something ain't right.